Listen, y'all, I have about ran completely out of energy trying to work on this fragment. Right now, we're 4,300. To go to TikTok recharge, you save 30% on your coins. Only if you're able to recharge, guys. I'm going to push for this fragment as long as I can. I feel like I'm going to pass out, but I've got to get back on here. I have worked too hard for this to stop. I've run battles. They have not went good. Nobody was playing. That's okay. It's okay. It happens. I just pray to God when I get back on here in a little bit. I pray to God we have a miracle and we get those 2 fragments. If anybody can recharge, I understand times are hard, but if you are able to recharge anything at all, if we could get a couple people to recharge and everybody do teamwork, we could get it. I know we could get it. I've been pushing on this for hours. I'm not going to let these internet trolls bother me. I say that, but it is way harder said than done.
They want teamwork. They want you to go in, recharge or refresh in your TikTok donation account. And even though the beggars say, oh, well, we know times are tough. We know, but guys, it's teamwork. We all need to push our shoulder to the wheel. Now, I want you to notice something. The TikTokers, and this woman here is no exception, says she has been working on here for hours trying to donate or so-called recharge. Why can't they go work a stinking job for hours? Why can't they say, hey, you know what? I drove a truck for hours to make a buck. I taught for hours. I worked at a construction site, built a roof, did childcare, whatever. They don't do that for hours, but they will sit begging on their phone for hours on end. And you know why they do that? Because somewhere out there, it's not going to be you, fam. It's not going to be you, but somewhere out there, you know, there is a sucker. And I won't say naive, but kind of, okay, that will listen to this and go, oh my goodness, we have someone who needs my help. Yes, I understand my wallet is tight, but she says that we must do teamwork and we all need to work together here and I must donate. I want you to notice they seem to have the time to sit their butts on the phone. You know why they like to do that? Because it don't require them to have to work. They don't have to listen to anybody. They can watch TV, kick their feet up. They can even do what I'm doing right now. And I'm sitting here multitasking. After having done a lovely evening face mask, I now have my ice packs on and I'm doing my ice packs as well. You see, that's what they want to do. They don't, but that I tell you is after a hearty day of labor. You see, they don't want to do that. But they have no problem telling you that they will sit for hours begging. So she wants you to recharge. She knows your budget may be tight, but by golly, the community must come together.
I have faith. I'm going to pray about it. It would mean the world to me if we would at least try. If we could at least try. If you have a friend that may want to help or anything like that, 2 fragments is a big deal. And as much work as I have put into it, I try to be completely honest with you guys about my sobriety. Because not one time have y'all saw me nodding out in the past 2 days. Have you?
Great. So let's take this. So congratulations on her sobriety. I ain't ever going to knock that. But let's break it down to talking about begging. So you've become, congratulations, sober. That means you can go out and get yourself a job. You can go out and start working. And don't sit here and give me this crap. Oh, you know, I'm just going to sit here and pray about it. Ain't nobody doing nothing for somebody that's not working for themselves. Guys, family, isn't there a Bible verse somewhere? I know someone has given me a Bible verse somewhere in the comments that's something about if you don't, ye who don't work, thou shall not, what is it? Ye who don't work, don't get fed or something like that. Come on. You know, there's a Bible verse made for it. Now you see, I want you to realize she's using the good Lord again. I'm just going to sit here and pray on my cell phone. Since when did Samsung, Apple, Galaxy become the people? Is that my radio going on? Since when did Samsung, Galaxy, and Apple become what they pray to? Don't fool yourselves for a minute. Okay. These beggars are sitting there using the name of the good Lord himself to try to fatten up their wallets.
Y'all see me doing this in 2 days? Huh? No, you haven't.
Hopefully I can raise this 35. It ain't a lot.
Okay, we got a loser of a bum here. Let me just, I just cut to the chase here. This is July 10th. We got a loser of a bum here. A young man. I think he's been on this channel maybe once before. He is seeking $35.
So hopefully somebody comes in and can help. I hope y'all have a good day though, man. It's been a long week, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So he's as lazy as the first gal bum that we saw. This guy, why is he sitting here begging? I have told you, and I will tell you over and over again, family, the most pathetic beggar is a man who can work. And he's young. I'm not talking about, the 50-year-old who spent his life climbing, ladders and fixing stuff. I'm not certainly talking about the 60, 70, 80-year-olds. I have to put in 60 there because I'll be 60 next year, okay? I'm talking about the young dudes. More than capable. But you have to understand something. When you donate to them, you are training them. Okay. There was that Pavlov's dog theory. Okay. They go on TikTok, they beg, and okay. They go panting to you, and what do? You throw them a bone, which is your change that you worked really, really hard for. You throw them that bone, and then they keep coming back because somebody out there is constantly throwing a bone at them. We must stop throwing the bones. Keep your money. He is totally capable of working, but you see, they've come to realize that they would rather beg than go to work. They would rather beg than be told what to do, have to get up, because let's not forget, it's a lot of these young beggars, not all young beggars, well, not all young people, okay? But the young beggars specifically is what I'm talking about. A lot of them, you guys, they're trying to find their Zen. They're trying to find their balance, their equilibrium, and they have come to realize, as you know from prior videos that I've done, that working a 9-to-5 job is simply interfering with it. And what have we heard? Some of them are upset that they can't get their nails in their Starbucks at 2:00 in the afternoon, hence because they have a job. Here is Bree. Sometimes Bree needs to change her background, but I mean, look at my background, okay? I mean, I can't throw stones there.
Yang, where was she even at? Oh, she was right there. Well, I didn't even have any warning she was right there.
Bree is playing a video game. So again, those of you who donate to Bree and her so-called, I guess her fiance, I can't remember his name. All I know is she has a fiance who's probably just as unmotivated as she is. Yeah, so Bree, regular beggar, is playing video games.
That's freaking crazy. Yep, it's a purple. It's not black ice, though. All right, here you go. Told y'all, my favorite map is Tower on Rainbow Six Siege, and that's why Babe let me play it, because I didn't play it yesterday. Tonight was my redemption of playing it. People that scream job will do anything in their power to ruin that, so I don't even know why they're talking, because they don't care if I have a job or not. They just want to make themselves known. They want their opinion to be relevant when it's not. That's why they're on fake accounts, because they can't say it to my face on an actual account with decent amount of followers.
Bree, you are more than welcome to be a guest on my channel, and I will tell it to your face. You're lazy. Your actions are very bummy-like, and you are really, really cutting yourself short of what you're capable of doing. You are welcome. Any of these beggars that I talk about are welcome on my channel as a guest. Oddly enough, no one's ever taken me up on it. I wonder why.
Because half these people are probably either kids or they have no jobs themselves. If you have a job, you wouldn't be on your phone. You would be doing your job.
So in other words, Bree, let's take those words, and if you had a job, you lazy bum, you wouldn't be sitting there gaming and begging innocent people to give you money, always acting as though she's going to get evicted any moment. Bree and Lala are the exact same. I need to check up on Lala. Lala hasn't come across my For You page lately. Fam, I will do a checkup on her, okay? So Bree is... See, here's the thing, you guys. Beggars don't like it when other people are playing the same game that the beggars play. Beggars set up multiple accounts. Beggars manipulate GoFundMe, their Cash App, their TikTok. Beggars think that they're the only ones who are allowed to manipulate people. And when they are played, they do not like it.
And that's coming from somebody that's had multiple jobs that know that you are not getting paid to be on your phone. Get a job. How many of y'all got a job? the real question, because if other people can sit here and be on TikTok all day and get money, then guess what? Sucks to suck. Just sit and watch. Continue to be a hater because God doesn't like ugly.
Yeah, he doesn't like you much either, Bree, but I digress. Notice that beggars are really good at gaslighting. They're good at deflecting. You say to them, get a job, they're going to look at you and say, hey, well, how come you're telling me to get a job? It's 2:00 in the afternoon or it's 3:00 on a Sunday, Saturday, pick a day and time. And they'll sit there and they will deflect and they will ask you why you don't have a job. And then they'll make up some sorry thing like you just saw Bree doing. Well, if you had a job, you wouldn't have time to be sitting and criticizing me. Again, I rest my case. The beggars want to be the only ones who manipulate, scam, and everything else. And when they feel played and they feel they're backed into a corner, which, by the way, is quite frequently, then what do? They deflect it and they turn it all around. They gaslight anything they can to try to get the criticism off of them. But we are not going to fall for that.
And karma is real. So you guys flaunt and get a job and yeah, just wait.
Please do not scroll. I will be homeless in 6 days. I don't have family to help me. They are transphobic and abusive. I signed a lease here in Panama City, Panama, where it is cheaper for me to live. Even though I live with mold, I'm making so many health sacrifices. I'm away from everything that I've ever known just so I can keep a roof over my head because I'm disabled. I cannot work right now. Plus, it was just so hard to get a job, y'all.